Welcome back to another issue of On the Shelf, your go-to source for all things collectibles, comics, and pop culture. I'm Simon, and today we're breaking down some of the massive moves from Mattel that are shaking up the toy and entertainment industry. We've got some manga-style comics, amusement parks, licensing deals, and some wild new toy reveals from the New York Toy Fair. Let's get stuck into it, shall we? Alrighty, so let's first talk about Mattel's latest publishing move, partnering with TOKYOPOP to develop manga-style graphic novels based on Hot Wheels and Barbie. This marks a huge expansion for Mattel's storytelling efforts, and honestly, it just makes perfect sense. Hot Wheels already has a strong narrative presence in media, from its YouTube series to animated features, and Barbie, well, after the blockbuster success of Barbie in 2023, her storytelling potential is limitless. With these new manga-style graphic novels hitting shelves in 2026, Mattel is clearly aiming to bring a fresh new look to younger audience while also appealing to longtime fans. TOKYOPOP has a rich history of adapting major franchises into manga, so this collaboration should bring some visually dynamic and engaging stories. Now, beyond the comics, Mattel is making major moves in the theme park world. They've already had success with Mattel Adventure Park in Arizona, and they're expanding further new locations in North America, such as Kansas City, Missouri. The concept, fully immerse experiences based on beloved brands like Hot Wheels, Barbie, and Masters of the Universe. With the rise of IP-based theme park like Super Nintendo World, Mattel is positioning itself as a major player in the space. Mattel isn't stopping there. They've recently inked a deal with Warner Brothers and DC Comics, securing the master toy license for the DC Universe. This means that Mattel will be producing action figures, playsets, and collectibles based on iconic superheroes like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and so much more. This is a big shift considering McFarlane Toys previously held the license, and it'll be interesting to see how Mattel handles the transition and what new innovations they will bring to the table. Also, with new DC movies coming out, such as the Superman movie, and you also have Green Lantern's TV show, we should see some interesting new toys come out of that as well. Now, over this past weekend, it was the New York Toy Fair 2025, and finally, with this, let's talk about one of the most buzzworthy announcements from the New York Toy Fair, the Masters of the Universe and Thundercats crossover toy line. This follows the success of the MOTU TMNT toy line that is on shelves now that fans of the 80s are just eating up. Seeing He-Man, Skeletor, Lion-O, and Mumra in a shared toy universe, it's a collector's dream. Think Mumra is Skeletor. Skeletor is Mumra. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend you jump on Pixel Dan's content over on YouTube, and I'll put a link in the show notes so you can see all the things that have popped up while he was at the New York Toy Fair. Other highlights from the Toy Fair include expanding Hot Wheels offerings, Barbie ever-growing lineup, and a peek at the Mattel is planning with their DC line. There's a lot to look forward to for collectors and fans alike, and there's also a shift into the Lego realm known as blocks, but we'll see what happens next. But let's switch gears and head to the big screen. Let's talk about the upcoming Masters of the Universe live-action movie from Amazon MGM Studios and Mattel Films. Scheduled for a theatrical release on June 5th, 2026, this film aims to reintroduce He-Man in the world of Eternia to a new generation. Nicholas Glitzen, I think is the way you pronounce it, known for his role in Red, White, and Royal Blue, takes on the mantle of Prince Adam, who transforms into the mighty He-Man. Opposing him is the Oscar Award winner Jared Leto, cast as the villainous Skeletor. The ensemble cast also features Camila Mendes as Tila, Idris Elba as Man-at-Arms, Alison Brie as Evil Lynn, and much more. Directed by Travis Knight, known for Bumblebee, which I liked, and Kubo and the Two Strings, the film is expected to deliver a fresh take on the classic 80s franchise. The storyline reportedly follows a young Prince Adam who crash lands on Earth. Already a red flag, in my opinion, only to return years later to battle Skeletor and defend his homeland. With the success of Mattel's Barbie movie, which grossed over $1.4 billion in 2023, expectations are high for this adaptation. Masters of the Universe is part of Mattel's broader strategy to expand its iconic brands into cinematic experiences, with 19 films currently in development. So what do you think about Mattel's latest moves? Are you excited for the manga? Are you excited for the film? Are you excited for the DC toy line or the MOTU Thundercats crossover? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments section below. And that brings us to a close of another issue of On the Shelf. More news can be found on our website and across social media, where you can find all the news and reviews from a world of geek culture just by using the links in the show notes below. Our email is constantcollectible@gmail.com, and we'll be back next time where we find out what's on the shelf. In the meantime, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to all things Constant Collectible to keep you up to date with their news and reviews from a world of geek culture. I'm Simon. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time when we find out what's on the shelf.